Indian stock market is booming, fueled by retail participation. This rising interest has also caught the attention of fraudsters who are piggy banking on the lack of awareness to lure people with offers that are unbelievable. As it's said, if something is too good to be true, it probably is. But offers like doubling investments to fake trading applications are usually so attractive that scores of people are falling prey to these scams. According to data from the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, in the first 9 months of 2024, people have reported a loss of 4,636 crore rupees in stock market trading scams, largest among other types of cyber frauds. So how can you stay digitally safe? This week, we at CNBC TV18 delve in deep to put the spotlight on several kinds of cyber fraud that has not just wrecked bank accounts, but also traumatized unsuspecting victims. We begin the special series with a report on a 75-year-old retired ship captain who was one of the biggest victims of trading fraud this year. A 75-year-old retired ship captain from Kolaba lost 11 crore rupees to one of Mumbai's biggest cyber fraud this year. The scam involved a fake share trading platform and highlights how cyber criminals are targeting unsuspecting victims online.
In this case, fraudsters contacted that victim through WhatsApp and then asked them that they have the very good scheme to invest into the shares. Then that elder citizen got impressed by their scheme and he started investing in that scheme. They also asked him to enroll in one fake application. In that application, he may see his investment and its rise and other benefits.
The victim transferred money in multiple bank accounts, believing he was earning huge profits. However, when he tried to withdraw his funds, he was asked to pay more fees. This raised his suspicion and he realized he had been scammed. Victim
has transferred total 11 crores and 16 lakhs in different 22 accounts. And till now we have been successful in arresting one accused and efforts for the recovering amount are ongoing. This accused basically works in, this offense has been committed by one organized crime syndicate which it has two parts. We have observed two parts of this organized crime syndicate. One is approaching to the victims and luring them towards investment, and second part deals with the accounts and transferring its amount. So this accused was working in a second part which was receiving amount from the victim and transferring it to the main accused, and also he was working to convert into the crypto.
This is not an isolated case. Earlier this year, another senior citizen lost 25 crore rupees to a cyber fraud. These scams are increasing and people must stay cautious while dealing with online platforms.
No big organization of good repute or any legitimate firm will push you for payments immediately, will ask you to click on some abnormal links, will ask you to create profiles, or will hush you up. Anyone promising you returns which are over 20, 25%, 30% or in that range, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. That is not possible and there are no guarantees, right? Anyone using a word guarantee, anyone telling you that I will make 20, 30, 40% returns for you, these are all negative flags. You have to be extremely cautious of those people. And my first take would be away from them.
This case is a reminder to stay alert online. To report any cyber fraud, please contact the helpline number 1930 immediately. Stay safe and vigilant, and remember, if a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is. In Mumbai, with camera person Prashant Guge, this is Santya for CNBC TV18. I also spoke to another person, someone who claims to have lost 77 lakh rupees after his family fell prey to a fake trading scam. The victim did not wish to be identified, so we have decided to keep his identity anonymous. Here's his account.
So my wife and I got an invite on Facebook, and we clicked on that. We got added to a WhatsApp group, and from there we were given instructions on how to open an investment account through a website through which we had to download a fake app. At that time, we didn't realize it was fake, and then from there we were registered using our Aadhaar card to make it seem all genuine. And then we kept on investing, and as and when we started investing, we started getting the profits on selling. We used to see profits go up, astronomical profits, and then we were, caught in more, because they said if you want bigger profits, then let's invest in the SME IPOs, and so it went on. So overall, over a period of 35 days, we invested 77.71 lakhs over 10 transactions. And then the way we got hold of it is because they said that they would take up 20% of the profits once it reached 200% profit. And when it did, when the time came, they said, no, you have this 20% profit, you have to put in new money. So when I said that I don't have enough money, so they said, okay, put in half and we'll take care of the other half. When I put in the half, they said, no, but our bosses are not agreeing to put in the other half. They're not giving approval, so you have to come up with the full amount. That's when I got shaken a little, and then by that time I had anyway spoken to my CA about the capital gains implications of these transactions. So when I went to meet him, he saw the website was closed, the app was fake, and then I knew for sure it was a scam. So we rushed to the BKC cyber cell and we locked the complaint, and then subsequently we filed the FIR. Once the police puts in the freezing of the accounts, they send out letters, via emails to the various banks involved. Okay, and they tell them to provide them all details, including the details of the withdrawals. If someone came to the bank premises or they withdrew through the ATM, so they're supposed to provide that CCTV footage. They're supposed to provide the bank account holder details, all the details. So all these things have to be provided by the bank along with freezing the accounts, right? So now in my case, the 3 emails totaling 33 bank accounts went out to the various banks on the 9th of November. Now, as of yesterday till the 1st of December, most of the banks have not replied.
Joining us on the show to discuss the rising menace of cyber fraud is Sandeep Walunj, Group Chief Marketing Officer of Motilal Oswal, Ashutosh Nayak, Chief Compliance Officer at Grow with Us. We're also being joined by cyber expert Ritesh Bhatia. Gentlemen, thank you for being with us. My first question to you is, Mr. Walunj, this is the digital era. You at Motilal Oswal also, advertised online. So how exactly can our audience differentiate between a genuine offer and a scamster?
Yeah, it's actually a little confusing. It can get a little confusing, but if your viewers can remember, 3 small letters, OMG, that we typically use, it'll be very easy to, differentiate between a fraudster masquerading as, the respectable person. So O starts for outstanding past performance. Nobody, who is a reputed brand would talk about, I have given you X returns in the past or Y returns in the past, etc., in order to gain your confidence, right? So typically when you're invited to a group and someone says that, this so-and-so expert has given 150% returns over the last 1 year or something, your antenna should go up. So that O stands for outstanding past. M stands for magical future. If someone says that, you can gain 70% in 2 days or whatever, something like that. Or many times they say, all right, there is an IPO, Motilal Oswal has got a special quota, and from that quota you will get shares after listing at 10% discount to the, the trading price. So you need to understand that, no one can do that. The capital markets are designed so that no one can do that. The magical future is something that you should be very careful about. And the last part is G, that is guarantee. As your expert said before, no one can guarantee anything in capital markets, right? Uncertainty is the only thing which is constant. Volatility is the only thing which is constant. So if somebody is guaranteeing returns, citing, past success, or, promising magical returns for the future, you need to double check, triple check, and be certain that, there's something wrong going on.
Right, OMG, aptly explained here, sir. Mr. Nayak, I would like to come to you and I want to understand this from you. First of all, what has been Grow's experience? Because there are many trading houses, there are people, the scamsters claim to be from those trading houses and lure people. What has been your experience, and can I say that it has started impacting the business of legitimate trading houses?
Yeah, we should be extremely careful. I think the main purpose is to use the name of the fintechs who have been really penetrated into retail world. So I think the idea is to same thing to lure people by contacting them on social media like WhatsApp or Telegram, and giving assurance of high returns. I think the simple thing is that what we have learned and what we have been advising through our social media forums or videos is that, first, you know we all fintechs or apps, investment apps, are highly regulated. They are not they will, no one will give any assured return, as we have already said on this forum. Secondly, when any person is contacting you through social media or adds you any WhatsApp group, do a simple thing: try to connect with that person on a call. I'm sure if it's a fraudster, we all know they will not try to be engaged with you orally. They'll try to be on chat. That's the red alert we should always be aware of. The next thing what we'll do is that, they contact in person to you and ask for you to transfer your amount to a particular bank account details. No regulated entity is supposed to take money in any individual's bank account. It has to be in that entity's account. It is very simple to check your UPI when you transfer money, whom you are transferring the money to. If it's not that investment company's name, please avoid it. And thirdly, what we have seen is giving links of any APK, links of downloading a website, a linked app. Please note that you can download any regulated company's app. Maybe it be Kotak, it may be Zerodha, it may be Grow, anyone. They have their legitimate website. It's only through Play Store or iOS app where you can download the app. It's not through APK link. So it's very aware. If you want to invest through any particular regulated company, go yourself through an app and download the app and do invest. One more thing.
Yeah.
No one can just tell you, just give your PAN details and start investing. Every investment company will have its own onboarding procedure, proper KYC done. Only after that you are eligible to open an account with someone. After normal checks, your account is open, and only through that app or to that website you are able to add money or invest through proper legitimate means like NEFT, IMPS, and your amount is seen in that particular investment app, how much is invested. It's you who make investment in particular stocks or mutual funds or whatever securities available on that platform, not everyone else. So these are the measures which you need to take care. A basic thing checks, it will help you.
Right. Red flags. Things to watch out for. I also want to bring in Ritesh Bhatia, cybersecurity expert. Mr. Bhatia, you have been dealing with multiple complaints on a daily basis. Today, we want to specifically talk about fake trading scam. What I want to understand from you is, all these victims, most of them, and by that I mean over 90% of them are educated people. Yes, some of them are senior citizens, but we are talking about highly educated people. How exactly these scamsters, end up extorting so much money from them?
Sandhya, you're absolutely right. And, recently when I wrote an article, I had said that most of the victims are always in the age group of 25 to like 40, and that too, in case if you have to go and do a background check of all those 7,000 complaints that you have got, you will find them from two major industries. All these victims, they will be from IT and finance. So, I mean, just imagine how ironical it is that people from IT and finance are falling to the cybercrimes. So there is this one particular attitude, like I know it all and this will not happen to me. But people need to understand ki sabka katega, and this is exactly what cybercrimes is all about. I've been saying this like since past 24 years in my profession, that each and every one of us is going to be victim of something or the other as far as the cyber is concerned. And so this kind of overconfidence that, listen, don't try to teach me. I know it all. Don't talk me. I'm not foolish enough to share an OTP or thing. So again, if the other pattern that you will also see, Santya, is when it comes to cyber crimes, there's always one of these three elements. Either there's an element of fear, there is an element of greed, and there is an element of emergency. We have seen that the fear element has given rise to things like digital arrest. The greed, the element of greed has, resulted in what you're talking about today. So people get lured to all these particular things. And, at that point of time, the common sense is kept aside and we just fall into the trap. Of course, there is an element of rush also in this, do it now, download this app, don't bother. Just say yes, yes, yes to all the settings and, to all the permissions that you're putting. And these people don't realize what they are actually putting. The APK file that Ashutosh was also referring to, it is nothing but a spyware, which is actually like, monitoring everything. It's able to see all the images, all the SMSs, even the passwords that you type. So all the keystrokes also. So these are
digital space to the scamsters by doing this. Absolutely, Ritesh, extremely important points here. Overconfidence. And see, we also have to understand how sophisticated these scamsters have become, because their algorithm is so sophisticated. They target specific people, specific age groups for specific kind of scams. My next question is to both Mr. Walunj and Mr. Naik. Here, this is something for which the government agencies, the trading houses, the experts, in fact, media also, everyone has to come together to spread awareness. And before that, obviously, prevention, and then once it happens, the investigative part of it. But as far as the social media platforms are concerned, what are your expectations from social media platforms? And have you ever tried to, contact them on your own? And how was the response?
All right, so I will take that on. Social media platforms are, the greatest and the easiest highway for the consters to, kind of ply their trade. And I say that because, unfortunately, let us say the freedom of expression, kind of plank that most of these platforms take, makes it really extremely easy for the fraudsters and very, very difficult for brands to take action. I'll give you an example. A petty trader outside the footpath of your office can at this very moment change, his name on his WhatsApp as Motilal Oswal, download a picture of Mr. Motilal Oswal and put it as a DP, and he'll start masquerading as Motilal Oswal.
That's exactly what they have been doing.
That's what they've been doing. And we have to put in elaborate, we have 3 agencies who keep doing, deep web checking, dark web checking, social crawling. So we have to really work double hard to figure out that, okay, this person is masquerading as Motilal Oswal. Then we complain to WhatsApp. Then what happens? WhatsApp will take down his DP. So he continues to call himself Motilal Oswal with a different DP. Right, and after a couple of days, he can put that same DP back and again start, plying his trade. Simple thing that, it should be considered a criminal offense to impersonate someone on social media.
So basically, there's no permanent suspension of such
absolutely,
efforts,
yeah. No, while I'm taking WhatsApp to illustrate a case in point, same thing happens on Facebook, same thing happens on any damn social media platform. The preventing mechanisms are absolutely not punitive. So people absolutely have no fear of law. And you will see that the same person with the same name has been, defrauding quite a lot of Motilal Oswal customers by giving, absolutely outlandish promises, etc. All we can do is complain, and all they do is that take the DP off. And of course, the person can put that back on in no time. The same thing goes around about WhatsApp groups, about Facebook groups, about the fake apps that are there on Play Store. You take one app down, they'll put the other one. Now, of course, we have been very, very vigilant, so they do not register the app on the Play Store. They simply get a private download link. Now that is possible,
yeah,
on the Play Store. Thankfully, it is not possible on the Apple, App Store.
Right.
So Play Store has to be a little more, careful. They have to take it extremely seriously. And if these big tech companies are not doing so, I want to use this platform to urge the government to force their hand. And take it very, very seriously. I mean, it is a sham. I'm sorry, the way it is currently being handled by the media companies.
Right, Mr. Naik, your take on this?
No, yeah. So I'll just endorse what he's saying. For sure, I think all regulated companies and whose brand has been affected by this, they have built up, including us, we have built up good monitoring team who crawls all this social media menaces and tries to bring them down, engaging with WhatsApp, Meta, Facebook, even the Ministry of Home. In fact, what we have noticed is that the WhatsApp numbers, what we see, it's at Indian numbers, but actually it has been operated in countries outside India. So that's something which I think the ministry has also come out with specific circulars on, giving our names where, where this menace has happened and cross-country interactions also happening to how to catch this people who are involved in this menace. I think it's a collective effort. We should all bring in together to stop this menace.
Are required. Mr. Bhatia, I'll come to you for our last question. So what I want to understand from you is, because you also not only deal with your clients, but while investigating those cases, you also deal with cops, you also deal with these service providers. What exactly can be done in order to address all the issues mentioned by Mr. Nayak and Mr. Walunj?
Intent. All they need is an intent to help out the victims, and there has to be an intent by everyone. The intent needs to be by the bank. Bank talks about technology. Of course, it is the digital India, it is the digital age, and they're pushing digitalization like left and right. But where is the grievance redressal over there? That also can be done using the technology, right? So you have AI, ML. I mean, the guests, my other guests have been talking about the accounts, like somebody who's sitting outside and he's able to put Motilal Oswal and WhatsApp is not doing anything. So there needs to be a severe penalty and a severe hammering on all these intermediaries. Everything starts with a phone number. So how did the telecom company provide that particular number? Where was the KYC? If Ashutosh is saying that, they're sitting outside the India. So the telecom providers, they have all those tools to find out that this is an Indian number, but he's always somewhere over there, because they also take the geolocation. I know this for sure. But then don't want to act because the intent is not there. Same thing is with the bank account. You open mule accounts. You know that, okay, this is a rickshawala, this is a bhajiwala, he just gets 5,000 rupees. Suddenly he's getting like 50 lakhs and immediately within minutes is going out. So, so there is no intent over here. And then there is no intent from the other social media intermediaries. Even they know there are ads over on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. Where is the intent? Because they get the revenue. And at the end, what is the worst part? That, people like you and me have to keep on doing cybercrime awareness sessions. Why?
Absolutely. But, Ritesh, let's what we can do is we can all keep doing our part. And I could hear Mr. Walunj agreeing with you when you spoke about the intent part. Gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining us. So with that, it's a wrap on this episode of CyberCon. Thank you for watching.